Good morning students, welcome to GC Tech Hub CS tutorials. In today's lecture we are going to see how to create a list using list comprehension. List comprehension is a very easy to use and less time consuming method where we can just compress large number of statements into one single statement where certain times we need to create lists out of other lists based on certain conditions, and for that we write sequences of loops and statements. So we can totally converge all those loops and statements into a single statement such that our number of lines of codes decrease, and also it is not very time consuming also. So let us see what are list comprehensions. So list comprehension, as you can see, it is a concise description of a list that shorthands the list creating for loop in the form of a single statement. You can see over here, if we have a for loop with a set of values to iterate upon, we can easily convert this into a list comprehension where this expression which creates the list comes over here, and the for loop is also, both of them are totally crunched or sandwiched into one single statement. They are compacted into one single statement, and this becomes a list comprehension. To understand it better, let's see an example. So this is the example which we have. Create a list of all even numbers between 1 and 50. So if we have to create a list of all even numbers between 1 and 50, usually using the program, how are we going to do it? So what we will write is, we will first create a list ls even equals, we will first create an empty list over here. Now for I in range 1 comma 51, we are going to write ls even dot append I, and we are going to print that. Let's print it, and you can see this is the list which is created. Now all even numbers, so I forgot one thing. Normally if it is all even numbers, it would be, I am going to start it from 2, and I have to end it at 50, and after this also I'll be using what, 2. You can see that this already it's done, but what we are doing is we are writing 2-3 lines of code for that. So this same thing, what we can do is we can easily convert this into list comprehension. How do we do this? Let's see. So I'm going to first write it over here. I'm going to simply start it like this: ls even equals, and within this I'm going to write x for x in range 2 comma 51 comma 2. So let me first explain this method to you. So in this method what is happening is, first of all we are taking this loop for x in range. So x represents all the elements which fall within this range, that is 2 to 50, and like this 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on, 48, 50. So x will represent every such value, and this x will be also taken up, it will be appended to the list. So this list will contain all those values x which fall within this range. So this is known as list comprehension. Let us check out the result of this. So I'm just going to copy this print statement and remove the other statements. You can see that the result is the same as before. Okay, so this is list comprehension. 2-3 lines of code are reduced and only one single line of code suffices for the list comprehension for creation of the list. Let's see the second question. Create a list of all numbers divisible by 7 between 1 and 50 in the reverse order. So if we had to do this, what will we do? So we are first going to discuss this. So this is my question over here. Create a list of all numbers divisible by 7 between 1 and 50. That means if we take numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to and 50. So up till here we have to find all those numbers which are divisible by 7. And also that too in the reverse order. That is, now it has to be printed from backwards. That is starting from 49 onwards. So how do we do this? So for doing this, the best form is we use list comprehension. So I am writing here this is my list and I am going to first do it using for loop. So for that I am just taking ls7 equals an empty list for I in range. Now because I have to do it in the reverse order, so I start from 50 and I have to end at 1. So I'm going to take it. We already know that 1 is not divisible by 7, so we can take 1 and minus 1 after this. And here if I is divisible by 7, then add it to the list and print the list. When we run this program, you can see that this is the list which is created, which consists of all the numbers divisible by 7 between 1 and 50 and in the reverse order. So this thing we can crunch it in this way. First of all, we can take I for I in range 50 comma 1 comma minus 1, and also there is a condition over here, so we can write the condition right after. If I mod 7 is equals to 0, so you can see that over here you can see that we have I which represents the value, and this is the loop, and this is the condition. So all three things together sandwiched or compacted in one statement. So this will give us exactly the same answer. So I'm just going to print ls7 and we are going to remove this part. Let us run the program and see, and the answer is the C. Using conditions, that's what I explained just now. For set of values, a for loop, a condition. So you can see first we write the expression, then the for loop, and then the condition. All three are compacted into the list comprehension statement. Let's solve some other questions. So I have another question over here. So the question is, create a list of numbers between 2 and 9 containing only numbers if they are less than 5 and double of numbers otherwise. So now the thing is, we need to first figure out what is asked. Create a list of numbers between 2 and 9. So between 2 and 9 we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 contain, the list should contain only numbers if they are less than 5. That means all the numbers less than 5 will be contained within the list as it is, and double of numbers otherwise. That is, if they are equal to 5 or greater than 5, then it should be double of numbers. That means 5 twos are 10, this should be the list. So how to do this? We can do it very easily. We'll create a list, do a little bit more hit trial also. So now we'll be taking it in this way. ls num equals x for x in range 2 comma 10. If x is greater than 5, then we will be taking x into 2. So let us see if it gives us the answer, or else we will change our logic. There is an invalid syntax, so we are going to see, we are going to remove this condition from here and apply it over here. X, in case x is less than or equal to 5, else x into 2. And yes, you can see that we got the answer over here. We can also change it like x into 2 if x is greater than 5, else simply x. That will also give us the same answer. So you can see that in this list comprehension, now this one didn't work, so I'm going to remove this. So here, this was the list which we got. This is the answer which we got, and the list comprehension is this. So here we can see very clearly that this is the value which we have taken, list item, and here we have the condition. And you can see that in case in case the element is greater than 5, go for double of the element, else go for x. And so this is the condition, and this is the for loop. This is the loop. Let's check out another example here. Powers of 2 from 1 to 10 using for loop plus list comprehension. So just do it. Powers of 2 from 1 to 10 using for loop also and list comprehension. So first we are going to use for loop. So powers of 2 from 1 to 10, it means I will write equals, okay, an empty list for I in range 1 comma 11 and powers of 2. So that means the list will contain elements in this way, 2 raised to the power I, and finally print. Okay. So there is still, I think we did a mistake here. It was append. We had to use the append function. And yes, we can see the powers of 2 from 1 to 10. Now the same thing we will be doing using list comprehension. So how to do this? We will simply do it like this. X, or we'll take I, 2 multiply 2 raised to the power I for I in range 1 comma 11 and print this. And you can see that we get the same answer over here. So using list comprehension, our work is reduced manifold. Next question. Given an input list vals below, produce a list namely mul3 using a list comprehension having the numbers from vals that are multiples of 3. So let's do this. So we already have a list here named vals. So we are going to write vals as it is. And we have to create another list mul3, which will be a list comprehension having numbers from vals that are multiples of 3. So how to do that? We'll take x if x is divisible by 3. Multiples of 3 means they are divisible by 3. For x in range, uh, or we can say for x in vals, because now we have to pick values from a collection. So we can either use x as the index location element, or we can simply use this value, this type of for loop, that is for item in collection. Print mul3, and we can print it. There is an invalid syntax, we'll see what it is, because we have a single condition here without any else statement. So we have to write it over here. Let's see. And yes, we can see that we find the answer over here. In the previous statement, we had a different statement for the if condition and a different statement for the else part. So that's why we had to write it over here, because writing it this side was not solving the purpose and it was giving an error also. So, but in case you only have the if part, you should always write it after the for loop. So x, pick it up from this loop, and if this condition is true. So we got the answer here. Next is, consider the code given below. What will the list NL be storing? So we already have this. Let us analyze this. It's a HOTS question. So we have this HOTS question over here now. So the code is given, what will be the list NL be storing? So we already have this list first, which consists of individual tuples. So 0, 1 and 2. So already there it consists of these values. Right? This is the first element, second and third. What does NL consist of? So it consists of n multiplied by 3 for x comma n, that is for each tuple. X comma n within bracket means for each tuple contained in list, if x is equal to b or x is equal to c. That means now n multiplied by 3. So n is, you can see that the first one is x, second one is n. For every xn, and here you have a 11, then you have b 12, then you have c 13. So only n is to n multiplied by 3 has to be considered. So that too for those values where x is b or x is c. So that means only these two values will be taken, this one and this one, because here we have x as b and c. So 12 will be taken multiplied by 3, 36, comma 13 multiplied by 3, 39. So NL will consist of these two values. So this is how we work with list comprehension. And there is one more statement here. Consider the following code. What will the list res be storing? The res is equal to this value. Now this I leave as an exercise for you people. So you can just take a screenshot and you can try this out. In the next class, we will see list comprehension using nested for loops. So students, list comprehension, as you have seen, it's a very easy way of creating new lists when you have to save time by typing the individual list elements. So please, it's my suggestion, use it and solve many questions related to list comprehension. With this, I end today's class. Thank you.